Come back.
How are you?
What would you do if you discover that the woman you love deeply could never give birth to a child because of something that happened to her years ago? Would you stay with her? Would you fight for family or for her? Or would you take away and start a new life with someone else? That is the painful question at this heart of this Yoruba movie, Ikunle. The story follows a married couple, Gbade and Wuraola, whose marriage appeared to be filled with love and happiness. Like many couples, they dream of building a family together and having children who will bring more, even joy, into their home. But unfortunately, their biggest dream soon becomes their biggest problem. For a while, Gbade and Wuraola continue living their lives and hoping that things will eventually work out. But as time passes, they begin to realize that something may actually be wrong. The pressure becomes even more worse because people around them begin asking questions. Everyone wants to know when the couple will have a child. At first, this question may sound harmless, but when the couple is already struggling privately, constant question from family and society can become extremely painful. Eventually, Gbade and Wuraola decided to seek medical help so they can understand exactly what is happening. And this is where their lives takes a heartbroken turn. After medical examination, the doctor reveals something that completely shocked them. Wuraola has no womb, meaning she is unable to carry a pregnancy. The doctor explained that this could possibly be connected to complications from a surgery or procedure that happened during her colleague's year. Imagine hearing something like that about yourself. For Wuraola, this is not simply a medical diagnosis. It feels like her entire future has suddenly been taken away from her. She knows how much she wants to become a mother. She knows how much her husband and her family want children. And now she has to face the painful reality that she may never be able to carry a child herself. Wuraola is devastated, but while she is struggling emotionally, another important question begins to arise. What will Gbade do? Will he blame his wife? Will he allow his family to convince him to leave her? Or will he stand beside the woman he promised to love? Thankfully, Gbade chooses to stand by Wuraola instead of abandoning his wife during her most difficult moment. He becomes a source of strength. He protects her and continues to remind her that their marriage is bigger than the problem they are facing. But unfortunately, not everyone sees things the same way. Gbade's mother becomes heavily involved in the situation, like many parents who desperately want grandchildren. She found it difficult to accept Wuraola's condition. Pressure begins to grow, and the issue of having children starts affecting the marriage from every direction. Wuraola is already fighting her own emotional battle, and now she has to deal with the fear of being rejected by her husband's family. She begins to wonder whether she is the reason Gbade cannot have the family he has always wanted. She may even begin to question her own worth. But Gbade refuses to let other people's opinion destroy his marriage. He continues standing up for his wife and protecting her from the pressure coming from outside. And this is one of the strongest parts of the story, because Gbade's love for Wuraola is tested When loving her is no longer easy. Anyone can say, I love you, when everything is going perfectly. But what happens when sickness, disappointment, family pressure, and uncertainty enter the marriage? That is when true commitment is tested. As Gbade and Wuraola continue searching for a solution, they begin considering other possibilities to build the family they always dream about. One of these options that comes up is adoption. But even that decision is not simple. They have to think about their future, their family, society, and the emotional consequences of every choice they make. Wuraola is caught between wanting to give her husband the family he deserves and being afraid that she may eventually lose him. Gbade, on the other hand, is caught between protecting the woman he loves and dealing with the expectation of his family. And the more pressure they face, the more difficult the situation becomes. That makes this story painful. In that, Wuraola did not choose his situation. She did not decide that she would be unable to carry a child. Yes, she is the one who has to deal with the shame, the question, the pressure, and the judgment. And that is exactly what makes Ikunle more than just a story about infanity. It is a story about love being tested. It is a story about how society can place enormous pressure on marriage couple. It is also a story about family interference. Yes, family interference. Most importantly, the movie asks us to think about something very important. Should a person value in a marriage depends entirely on their ability to have children? And if person you love suddenly faces a life-challenging medical problem, will they have fight with them, or will you abandon them when things become difficult? For Gbade and Wuraola, those questions become their reality. Their journey is filled with emotion, pain, difficult decision, family pressure, hope, and a desperate search for a way forward. And as they continue trying to find a solution, their marriage is pushed to its limits. The question now is whether their loves will be strong enough to survive everything coming their way. Will Gbade continue standing by Wuraola? Will his family finally accept our situation? Will adoption become the solution they have been searching for? My dear people. So, as Gbade and Wuraola continue their journey, we are left wondering whether love, patience, faith, determination will eventually be enough to overcome the challenges standing between them and the family they dream of. And honestly, this is a story that will make you look at marriage, family, and society differently. If you enjoyed this movie recap, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notification so you don't miss the next recap. And don't forget to leave a comment below and tell which movie should I recap next. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next movie recap.